Hi guys, today I wear orange because it's Halloween! Now I'm on my way to the Halloween celebration. The scenery on the road is amazing. Look at the lakes and the mountains and driving through the trees and woods. I never feel tired looking at this scenery. Guess where I'm taking you to? The driving time was supposed to be 45 minutes, but due to the traffic, it ended up to be 1.5 hours. But here I come. This is captured by my Leica camera. Look at the vibrant color on Leica. So I'm just gonna walk you around and show you how pumpkin feel is like in the San Francisco Bay Area. And the past couple of weeks I've been doing some very serious video on US presidential debate, so I thought this week we should do something light. And here you go, I'm taking you to see the pumpkin for Halloween season. So right now I'm in Half Moon Bay, which is the western part of San Francisco Bay Area. And you see there are hundreds of thousands of pumpkins behind me. A lot of family here hanging out for Halloween. And it's not only the Halloween season, it's gonna to be Christmas in December. So we're gonna to see lots of pumpkins in the next couple of months. You see some families are pulling some carts and picking pumpkins from the ground. And some people just buy a pumpkin back home to carve it as a decoration at home. And some people just bring it back to make some pumpkin recipe for food. Maybe a stew or pumpkin pie, which is quite popular in the US. And some cookie with some pumpkin spices as well. I'm also thinking to buy a pumpkin back home tonight, just as a decoration at home. But I do like the pumpkin a lot, and I do like to cook pumpkin stew sometimes. And this one is more like the traditional orange type, but there are white color one. Later I'm going to show you. The weather is getting better. You see blue sky behind me. And you see how huge the pumpkin is. I'm gonna show you. So is this like huge pumpkin here? They have a lot of this pumpkin. You see, I can barely pull it up. It's probably like 20 pounds of this pumpkin. It's quite huge. So I think this probably, I don't know if people eat this or not. Probably people just buy it back to carve the pumpkin for Halloween. And yeah, it's a good pumpkin for Halloween, super heavy, 20 pounds, maybe heavier, 30 pounds. You see, it's almost like half of my body length. Huge pumpkin. You see, there are so many pumpkins on the floor, so I'm kind of afraid that I got chipped. So need to look out on the road. Oops, one of the pumpkin, can you see? One of the pumpkin gets smashed on the ground. And on the side here, there are pony rides. Nice little ponies. Oh, there's a llama too at the back. Did you guys see? They put up some stands here and people are riding horse. These are some of the goods that they make for Halloween market. Pretty cute, huh? I like the sunflowers. So these kids actually use pumpkins to play bowling. Kind of interesting, huh? This year, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, not a lot of people dress up, but you can still see people are coming out to celebrate, at least outdoor. This is a very different type of pumpkin here. On top of it is white color, or maybe perhaps inside is white color. Then surrounding it is kind of orange. And there are this type of pumpkin, which is all white color pumpkin. I never tried it. Not sure if it tastes differently. Families are pulling carts, taking kids around, and it's definitely a great place for family events for the Halloween season. Usually the pumpkin field here are pretty popular in October and November, where it's kind of like pumpkin season for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then December it's got Christmas. So these are the holiday where people eat a lot of pumpkins. Taking a dog to the pumpkin field, you always see he is trying to pee everywhere on the pumpkin. It's a family affair around. Lots of animals. Oh, I gotta remember to buy some candies when I go back home, because the kids will come over for trick or treat. I guess for kids, it's always fun. They always get a lot of candies from neighbors. They are eating pumpkins. They used to have a lot more haunting houses and horror games, but I think for this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it will be harder for them to organize those games. But later in this video, I'm going to show you my Halloween costumes. So this is the paying area. They decorate it so nicely. So these are the prices for pumpkins here. The smallest one is $3 and the biggest one is $30. I'm buying this pumpkin back home. Let's go pay. I'm trying to get internet. So I'm paying with Venmo. Venmo is a payment app in the US. Okay, great.
Hi, cute stuff. Hi. Hi, you're so cute. Right. Oh, it's okay. You got the dirt here. I know. I know. It's okay. Okay, thank you. I got it. Have a great day.
You too. Happy Halloween. Bye, pumpkins. See you next year.
Hello.
Hi, I'm back. I had fun today. Now I'm going to show you something personal, which I don't usually show to the public. It's my old photo from Halloween in the early years. It's kind of embarrassing to show old photos, if you know what I mean. So this was in 2005. I was in school, Halloween party, and it was October, so it was kind of cold. I was a shy person back then. I didn't really dress up rather than just some green and shiny makeup. Then I just put a mask on my face. That was pretty much it. And this one was in 2007 in New York City. Again, I didn't really have costume, but my friend was a fashion designer who went to fashion school in New York City. That was the girl who wore the same light blue costumes as me. Basically, she made this costume for me by hand. She cut out some fabrics and made it short and sexy. She said the design concept was twin soldier dolls. And she put the red round dots on my face. She did my makeup as well. She's fabulous and creative. I was very lucky to always have designer and artist friends who made me such unique costume that you couldn't buy in the market. So in New York City, there's Halloween parade every year. I remember in my class during the day, I was sitting in a class and all my classmates were dressing up in some sort of costumes and we were just sitting in the class. And at nighttime, we would go out downstairs because our dorm was in downtown Manhattan, so we just go down and see all the parade that were happening on the street. In October, it was quite cold already in New York City, maybe close to 30 or 40 Fahrenheit degrees or a single-digit Celsius degree. And I always saw girls wearing so little walking in the parade, and I felt super cold just by watching them. I lived in downtown Manhattan. Basically, I just needed to go downstairs and saw the parade. I always loved it when I saw it, but the bad thing about joining a parade is that it's so hard to get out once you get in. So I usually just watch them downstairs. And this one was in 2009, also in New York City. I was taking a subway train to go to the Halloween costume party. I don't usually like to go to a party, but I always love those special holiday party with costumes and decoration. I think I went to a Korean venue that year. So these were some of my Korean classmates from Columbia University. I bought a pink wig and a sexy nurse costume. What do you think of it? And this was during my MBA class in INSEAD. My school is in France. This was not exactly Halloween day. People just dressed up their costumes in the class. I remember this classmate of mine was wearing a costume that he couldn't even see through when he was reading books. So his neighbor had to read the articles for him. Can you find me here? I was the Indian girl. Alright, hope you enjoyed this. Comments and let me know what your favorite costume is. Subscribe and like. If you want to receive my weekly video updates, do turn on the notification bell button. Happy Halloween! See you soon!